Hi, hello. Today we are going to see how one can make interesting effects with other color string on a mat. This is a very simple mat, but one can do these effects on all mats, even the more complicated ones. So this is the first video. I'm going to show you video by video some complicated models. We are going to begin by the most easy of all. So this is the drawing. We make a loop, so this loop, and then we go over the loop, and then under this part, then over this one already, under, over, under, and then this will follow, and it is made. So we are going to put it here on the side, here. This is very easy. So it is not this loop because this is over and we want it under. So what we do now, we take this loop and we pass it over. So it's this over and this over. Now we are going to pass it here under. Is this under this one? Very easy. And now we'll do exactly as in the drawing. So if you see the drawing, we pass it here over. We pass it here under. So this is here. Now we go pass over this one. We are here. Now under this one. So we are here. Pull it well, and it is done. And now we are here. We go for doubling the knot. Okay, so I'm going to take out this one. So now the only thing we have to do is to follow. We want to put this one in here perhaps, and now all we have to do is to follow and make it stay more or less with the same sizes. Now this rope is very soft, does not make a strong work like this one. You can see this one is stiff, very stiff, but this one is very soft. So there is a big difference. Of course, for making this demonstration, it doesn't matter, but if one wants to really make a selling, one need to find a better, much better rope. Okay, so this for making the demonstration, it is okay. Keep it outside, so keep it outside. If we begin outside, we have to keep it always outside. So there is a coherence. So I was taking out slack. Have to hold that in there. This is too much rope that I have here. This piece of rope is too much, but I don't want to cut it because I'm going to use it to make some other more complicated mats, and because of that I am not going to cut here anything. This is just a demonstration. So here we are. As you can see, this is too big in relation to this, so we have to make it more to stay in proper wow, so much rope. All right. All right. Now one has to begin by making it the sides all more or less the same. Let's finish this here. All right, and here we are. We finished our little mat. This mat is the most easy mat of all. But actually these mats, they are very interesting to go to the table. Now a word of caution, never put pans, hot pans on top of these. Not only because the hot pans will burn the rope, but because this has no real stability. If you have a hot pan, it's something really hot, and this can it can fall over out of this, and then an accident can happen. So you must understand that this is only a decorative thing for the table, not to put anything on top of it. Some people, I've seen some people, because I've sold this for many years, I've seen some people putting pans in here and other stuff, the plates, but actually this is only for the center, and if you want to put it in the center it will stay very beautiful. Now this part one should hand it always here. It's the best part for ending this is here. So I have 10 minutes more, 8 minutes. You see, you pull from one side to the other and one can make it more or less the same distance in these holes. This one seems to be, let me see it. That's not bad. Not bad, although this is too much. But actually it is not so bad. Now for making the proper one have to pull, you understand? Pull it like this and pull it all several times to take out the slack. You see, that was a considerable slack. And little by little it will stay in proper placing, but I don't have much time here with the video, so I'm not going to do nothing more in here. You'll do it better when you have it. Now I'm just going to hold it here a little. Just for us to work it out. Alright, it seems more or less. I'm going to show you how you finish this. So you finish this like this. You put one, just one loop. Very easy loop. Don't need so much. Well, perhaps. So you see, you put it here, and with the longest one, you just start giving turns. Don't forget to put it over that part so it can fix this part. Not going to make much force in here, but this is how you do it. Alright, keep it all parallel to each other. Don't put it over one over the other, just keep it nice parallel, nice and clean parallels. And you can make it a little longer so you can stay really, can close it inside. Now when you get to more or less this, you pass this point under this loop, pass it under this loop, and with this one you pull this, you see, and now you're going to pull it from here till is in the middle. Don't bring it to this side, it has to stay in the middle. Then you do it like this. So now you give it a knot. You give it a knot, you make a square knot. Get a square knot, now pass it under, and now you do it a square knot again. So here it is. Now with the needle, I have 10 minutes more for, I think it's enough. You pass it with the needle. Strange, there are no dogs here. My neighbors don't have dogs. It's very strange. Well, so now that we have it here, what are we going to do? Of course, this has to be pulled properly. After it is, you have to pull it over until you find it before you make the final. But I don't have time to do this, alright? So you make sure that you take out the slack all. So now you put the knot in the direction of this one, and you just pass it. Be careful with the needle. You pass it in the middle. You see? Now that it is in the middle, take it all, and here it is. So it should be perfectly here. Alright? And it is very strong. Now with this side you do the same as I did here. I'm not going to do it because I don't have time, but it is exactly the same. You do that and you pass it to the other side. When you pass it you pass it near. You put the needle like this, you pass it something like this, more or less near, and then when you have it here, suppose that this is the other string, which it is not, but let's make a supposition. Oh no, I took it the wrong way, the wrong one. So let's imagine that this one So these ones are the ones that come from there. Let's imagine that we have made it here in this already, and we have these ones here. So when we have here, all we have to do is, because this is a point, a free point, we make a square knot in here. Alright? And it is done. Then you cut it. You bring this one, you do it like this, and you cut it. You leave it just a small like that. And in this side, you do the same thing, you cut it. And that's it. So this is very easy, and it is strong. It will stay strong and fixed. So I'm not going to do it here. Because I don't have the time. I have 11 minutes. It's already short. For the most important part, it is the red effect, okay? Just going to fix this here somehow. Oh no. The more we want to come quick, the more we want to come quick, the more we lose time. It's very impressive. It's very impressive. Alright, just going to insert this here. Remember, this is not how one does, okay? I'm just going to fix this here provisorily, just for us to see the rest, but this is not how it is made, okay? This is just for us. Not to lose much time. So I'm going just to make a knot here to keep it there. Alright, more or less. So remember, this is not the way, okay? The way is as I explained to you. Now I have to make... Alright, let's try to do the effect. Let's try to do the effect. After this is all cut, it will stay invisible here in the middle. Make sure that the cuts are under this, so they cannot be seen. So remember that this, because the weight is making here, is not in good position actually. Alright, the first thing we are going to do for this is we go in here, doesn't matter where. Thing is that we are going to follow this one. Take a good look. We are following this one. And now we are going to come in here. Now in here we do not follow it anymore, we just catch these two to down. Alright, so we have catch these two. So we are not following already, we catch these two and we come to the center. We pass to the center and we pass over it. We go to here. And we catch also these two. what is sketching. I tell you. You see, it's sketched. Look, I pull it and it's sketched. So now we just go in here. Actually, we are catching these two. Now we come in the center and pass it over the red one, and we go in here. So this is very easy. The only thing that we have to do is not to confuse ourselves. Now we go through this side and we are catching actually these two. Now we come inside here and we are coming here. After we come here, we pass it in between these two and the red. And here we have our little effect. Now this is the same thing. We should pass it to the back side. So now I'm going to pass this one to the back. Take it up to the back. So we can finish it exactly as we finished the other one. And here we have our beautiful effect. Remember that this has points, and these points are seeing, so the work is spoiled, but it's a beautiful effect. In this side, in here, in exactly here, we do the same work as we did here. We make it in one side, we make it in the other side, and then we pass the needle in one, and we catch these two together. Because in here we have one passing through these and we have another one passing through, so we have three. But in here, no, here we have only two. We make the same work as in here, and then we join them together. Then we cut it here and cut it here. Very easy. 4 minutes. Yes, I don't have time for more. That's why I was in a certain hurry. I hope that you have enjoyed these. These are amazing effects, and actually you can do a lot of more different effects like this. Okay, so this is not the only pattern. You can invent and devise and discover. Actually, it is to discover, and to discover gives great pleasure. So this is just an exemplification. You try and try. It's like love. You have to dedicate to it. Okay. So here we have to proper finish with a proper. You can see that this one has a bigger space, because actually this one is bigger, and bigger is better. Okay, if we have it bigger, take a good look. It is already making the beautiful effect. Why? Because this must be open, but because this rope is too much soft, it does not make such a good effect. Okay, and in fact, because I am also in a kind of hurry here, I cannot do it with much amount of perfection as I wish. But the point here is that you see it, you understand it, you know exactly how it is done, and you can try everything you want. Okay, 2 minutes. I would like only to tell you that from here, if you don't want to cut it, you can make another pass. You can make in here. You can double this, so these two are doubled, right? These two are two parallel, and here we have only one. You can make two parallels in all these, and in here you can make another kind of crossing. I'm going to show you that in our next video, perhaps right now. Just going to give it a little space, and I'm going to show you the parallel effect. So this is the single string, single strands effects. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you success in these creations. They are very beautiful, and always remember, do not put pens here because this has not good stability. Although these points are more or less in the same height, and these ones are also more or less in the same height, the fact is that it is not enough for a pen with hot. If you want to put a pen without anything hot in it, or anything that splits like soup or something like that, it is okay. But anything that it is dangerous, hot, soup, anything that can split and spoil the party, be careful. Don't do it, because this has a certain instability. Okay? Thank you for watching.